Hi everyone. So if you're watching this video till the end, you will not need to watch any other Power BI video on YouTube. In this single video, I will show you Power BI from absolute zero downloading Power BI, cleaning the real data, building a proper data model, and understanding visuals, and finally creating a professional dashboard step by step. Let's understand that what is Power BI. The first question may come that what is Power BI. So I would say that Power BI is a business intelligence tool from Microsoft that helps us convert raw data, like what would the raw data. This is the raw data which I have prepared in Excel sheet. So it is having around multiple sheets, so I'll be discussing about them, but I'm just explaining that what is raw data. So this is the raw data, and we convert the insights into meaningful insights. Okay, so what are the raw data we have? So by using the Power BI tool, we convert them into meaningful insights. Okay, companies use Power BI to track sales, like sales, profit, customers, operations, and performance in real time. And what makes Power BI powerful is not just charts. Okay, it's not about visuals. It is about data modeling and DAX modeling and storytelling. How do you represent the data in front of the executive? How do you do the modeling over there? That matters a lot. And how do you create the stories? So if I talk about these are the data I have, sales data I have, then geographic data I have, product data I have, customer data I have, and date data I have. So this is the raw data. And if I have to make the dashboard in Power BI, so definitely I'll have to think about it, that what kind of relationship should be built over there, and how to present the data. Okay, what are the insights, after building the data, what insights it will give. Okay, and what visuals we need to put it. Okay, select as per the data requirements. Okay, so now if I talk about that, suppose you do not have Power BI installed in your system, so how will you install the Power BI in your system? So first thing, we will have to download the Power BI from Microsoft. So we can say download Power BI Microsoft. So you could see this, the first link, this is the official link, and we can click on this. And once we click on this, then we have here Microsoft Power BI Desktop, Microsoft Power BI Desktop. So we can click, we can choose the language, and we can click download button. Here also the system requirements are given there, system requirements. You could see this, like Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, and these are the system requirements which are given over there. Then we have the installation instructions. Okay, so run the exe install and follow the setup step by step. So once you click here, download, so what will happen, that one exe file, it will start downloading, and you just have to click on this exe file, and there will be one pop-up. Okay, and you have to click on, you have to choose the path where you want to store this, and look, basically, it goes under program files. Okay, so that location or path you can change it. And what will happen, any kind of software, so exe you execute. So what happens, that you get the option next and create the desktop shortcut. So that options you will be getting, and what you have to do, you just have to finish. Okay, that's all. These are the list which you are getting. This is, I have already created a dashboard on multiple topics. Okay, but in your when you install first time, so definitely this would be blank, and you will get this type of home button, then open, then blank report, one like catalog and Excel workbook, SQL servers, and all that. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to click on blank report. Okay, we have to click on blank report, and when you click blank report icon, so you will land up on this page. Okay, after clicking it, so now we have to understand the what is this, and these are the options, you are getting the buttons. Okay, we have to understand. Then we have insert, modeling, view, optimize, help, and here also you could see this, that we have build, then we have filled, then we have bookmarks, and then we have sync slicers. So what are those and how those are working, so that we have to understand end to end. Now I just want to say that this is the report view, and here it is table view, here it is model view, and this is the DAX query view, and here this is the TM DL view. Okay, so like we have multiple options here, and they have different kind of activities. Okay, so Power BI has three main view. So I would say that here you find five view, like report view, then we have table view, then we have model view, DAX query view, and TMDL view. But most I would say that Power BI has three main views or views, which is the report view, first one. Second one is that table view, or you can say data view. Third one is that model view. So what report view it does? Okay, report view, when we click, so this is the canvas space. Okay, this is the canvas space where what we do, actually we create the dashboard. Okay, we make the dashboard. Okay, we write the logics. Okay, we put drag and drop the visuals, these visuals, and over that we drag and drop the fields. So we write the logics and we develop the dashboard. So that is called report view. Now coming to table view or data view. So here what we do, like where we see table level data. Okay, like I'll show you once we import the data. So what will happen, that data will be imported in Power BI engine, and when we click here, so we will see the table level data, whatever the data is there in the table. Okay, it means I'm talking about this. Suppose if I import this sheet into Power BI engine, so you will find five tables: dimension date table, customer table, then product table, then geographic, and sales table. So where it will reflect, it will reflect here under table view. So each table will have separate columns. Each table will reflect here. Now model part, what it does, you could see this is the relationship. This is for where we create the relationship. Okay, like if we have in our data set, in our raw data set, we have five tables. Okay, so all five tables, it would be reflecting here, and we will have to connect each other. Okay, so we make the relationships, and that is called model view. Here I want to say one thing, that a good Power BI developer spends time in three views. Okay, when you learn the Power BI, so I would say that when you are a good I would say that a good Power BI developer spends time in all three views, not just a report view. Okay, now let's import the data. Now it's time to import the data. So I'm going to import the data. So how will you import the data? We have multiple options. Okay, you could see this get data. So we have the multiple options: Excel workbook, then we have Power BI semantic models, data flow, dataverse, SQL analysis servers, text CSV data, and all that. Okay, multiple options are there. So if I click here, so you will find multiple options. See. Okay, so as of now we are going to use like you will find multiple options, like here it is all file based, so it will be separated. Database, so these data options will be separated. Then Microsoft Fabric, so see options are separated. But if I click on, so all options will be visible here, right? So as of now what I'm going to do, suppose I have the data in Excel workbook, so we have to click on Excel workbook, and once we click on Excel workbook, so see this is the data set. Okay, I have already prepared the data set in Excel, and I have named this as sales data. Okay, so I am going to import this data. So we have to click on open, and once we click on open, so this data, it will show you. See this. Now this pop-up is reflecting here. So this pop-up reflects with all tables. One workbook has multiple tables, right? So first table is sales, like we have multiple tables. So sales, dimension products, dimension geographic, dimension data, and dimension customers. Okay, so we have to, as per the requirement. Here again, that there is catch, that suppose in your raw data there could be multiple sheets. Okay, as I have five sheets or five tables. So how, or if you want to import all of them, you can import all of them like by selecting like this. Okay, but suppose if you don't want to import this table, okay, date table, so you can ignore it, and if you ignore it, so this table will not be imported in Power BI. But if the requirement comes, if the requirement is not there, and if the requirement is there to import all of them, and because those are the raw data, and based on that, dashboard will be built, so definitely we will have to import this. So we have to select this. Now we have here, you could see this, we have two options, load and transform data. So first, we do not have to click on transform data. First we have to click on load data. So we will click on load. So let's click on load. Once we click on load, so what will happen, that connectivity will happen to the Excel worksheet, and see this load is happening. So this data is getting imported from this workbook. Okay, and these tables, all tables, you could see this customer, geographic products, all tables are imported here, right? You could see this right side panel. So dimension, customers, dimension, date, geographic, product, and sales, all are imported here. Now if I click here, suppose sales table, so how many columns are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So if I come to sales, so you will find 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, all 10 columns are imported there, and these are the data, whatever the data I have here, all data are imported here. Okay, all data are imported here. So here also you could see dimension date. Now here column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, it is reflecting here. But in products table, okay, in products table we have the headers, right? Product ID, product name, category, subcategory, brand. So we will come to know how to clean the data as well. Okay, we will come to know, but we are checking that have we imported the data successfully or not. So yes, we have imported the data successfully. Now checking for a geography, here also column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, it is reflected. So we will correct them. This data is correct. Here also column 1, column 2, it is reflected. So we will work upon them, but this is how you will import the data. Now after importing the data, there might be one question, that after importing the data, if I change something here, so like suppose 10 rows are there here, so if I add another one more row, so is there any impact on imported data? Then answer is no. But when if you have the data here, and if you want if you have added some of the data here, and if you want that data should refresh in Power BI engine, on this data there should be impact on this data, and this data should be updated, then we have the refresh button. So we have to click on refresh, and if I click refresh, then this data, imported data, it will be updated, otherwise it will not be updated. So this is the first check. Okay, now coming to the transform data. Okay, coming to transform data, this is the button, so we have to click on this. Okay, we have to click on this, and here we have to perform the activities. What kind of activities we can perform here? So as you could see this, as I had already showed you, let's come here, if I come to customer table, so in customer table in Excel, if you see, then we have the headers, right? Customer ID, customer name, segment, city, state, and region, but this data is not reflecting correctly here on Power BI desktop. Okay, it is reflecting as a column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. So we have to clean the data, as I mentioned, that we have to clean the data, we have to check the data types, we have to perform certain activities, extracting the data, or if you want to add some columns, we can add some columns, separate columns, or you can check the duplicate data. If you have some certain values which you want to replace, you can replace the data. So this is kind of we have imported the raw data, and we are working upon them to clean it, make it clean the data. Okay, so that once we build the data, once we build the dashboard, it will look good. So now first part is that you could see this dimension customer table is there, where column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, it is reflecting as a headers. So we have to correct, as first row you could see this is our headers, right? But this is reflecting as a data, but we want to have these customer ID, customer name, segment should be a part of the headers, not columns. So what we will have to do, first thing, we have to click on transform. Once we click on transform, then we have this use first row as headers. So there are two options. Use first row as headers means here you could see the first row, it is reflecting as customer ID, customer name. So if I click on this, use first row as headers, so first row will become as headers, right? So this data has been corrected. This is what our expectation was, that headers should be customer ID, customer name, segment, city, state, and all that, right? Now you might have noticed one thing, that when I used this activity, when I clicked here, use first row as headers, so here you could see this recording is happening on whatever the activities we are performing on this particular table. All the recordings are happening here. So change type 1, see this, so all the recordings are happening. Now this is done. Now coming to next part, here another option is that use headers as first row. Okay, like it means customer ID, customer name, segment, city, state. This you want to as a row, like first row, it in the way it was earlier. Okay, so if I click here, so see this, it has become the way it was earlier, and you want to name this column as per your requirement. Okay, so that can be done. So this what two option does. Okay, so this is the correct one first. So let's correct the for headers first. Let's check other tables as well. Okay, here also headers are not reflecting correctly, so what we have to do, we have to click on use first row as headers. Done. Now let's check the product tables. Here also we have the same problem, so we are going to click on this. Now this is also done. Let's check the sales table. Sales table is okay. Then date table is also okay. Now what we have to do is start exploring each fields, like each options. Here multiple options are there which are very much important to know, and that's where the transform data power query editor comes into picture. Okay, comes into picture. So here you could see this this we have discussed, this option we have discussed. This is very much important, and I would say the prominent part. Now coming to data types. Okay, if I click here data types, so you would find multiple data types. Okay, so decimal number, then fixed decimal number, whole number, percentage, date and time, and date, and these are the options which are reflecting here. Now here you could see this, when we have imported the data, so this is the data which is reflecting, right? But this here ABC, you could see this, and here like every column, every header, you could see the customer ID is the header, customer name is the header. So here there's a small icon ABC, so this is the data type. Okay, if I click here, so multiple options will reflect the way it was reflecting here, so the way it is reflecting here, same way it will reflect here. See this, if I clicked, so this is the options are reflecting. Now you have to check whether this custom ID should be in which data type. Okay, data type should it be in decimal number, should it be in a fixed decimal number, should it be a whole number, or should it be text. So here you could see this, like custom ID, alphanumeric is there. So we as of now Power BI itself checks that what kind of data type it should be, and based on that it applies. Okay, based on that it applies. But if you have the requirement, a specific requirement, that you want to change something, okay, then you can go ahead and you can change them. Okay, you can go ahead and you can change them. So as of now ABCD customer ID is okay. So but suppose your requirement comes to that I want to change this customer ID as a whole number, this number, right, whole number. So we can select this one, whole number, and here it is asking confirmation. The selected column has an existing type conversion, right? So because existing one is text data type, would you like to replace the existing conversion or preserve the existing conversion and add the new conversion as a separate step? How you want to do it? Add new step or replace current one. So if I say replace current one, so here it will be replaced. See this, replace current. So this has been converted. Okay, but although it is wrong, intentionally we have marked it. So what do we have to do? We have to click text again. So replace current one. now it has been corrected, right? This is the way you can change the data type. Okay, this is how you can change the data type. So here you can change the data type, okay, in each columns, and you can correct them as per the requirement. Now if I come to geographic data, so here also you could see this data is correct and data types are correct. Okay, data types are correct, right? Text here also text, here also text. Now come to product dimension table. Here also you would find that data is correct. If I come to sales, here also you would find the data types are correct, but in sales table second column you could see this date key. This is date key. This is not the actually date. This is the date key. So if we mark as date, okay, then definitely it is saying that it is wrong, right? It is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because this is not the data, it is the date key. So there might be other columns in dimension date, and we have to mark it as whole number. So now this is the date key. Actually this is not the date key. So data here also it is reflecting correctly. Okay, see this quantity and all that. Okay, sales amount and all that. Okay, so all data types are reflecting correctly. So now coming to dimension date, okay, would find date key, right? Here in our sales table we have no date key, and same date key data we have here also, right? Now this is the column date. So here in the data is reflecting in date format. Now if suppose you have date and time as well, so you will have to select this data type, date and time. So this is how you can check the data types and you can correct them. Okay, this is how you can check the data types and you can correct them. Now coming to, so let's come here, and then now next we have this data types which we discussed, and as per the document you can change it, but Power BI itself checks what should be the data type, and it applies by defaults. Okay, now, let's move to next one. We have rename. So we have rename. So what it does, suppose if I click here, like we have the these are the headers we have. So suppose if I say rename, so this is the column. If you want to rename this column, see, we can rename it. Customer name is there. So if you want to say that customer, okay, name like that, okay, you want to have the column like that, so you can rename it. Okay, just click hit the enter button and it will be renamed. Again another option is there. Suppose if you want to rename again this column, so we have option here, rename. Right click on this particular column, header name, and rename option. So again we can rename this. Okay, likewise. So all activities, see this, we have performed these activities, it is getting recorded here. So this is how you can rename the headers. Now coming to replace values, another option is the replace values. So what it does, so we have replace values, replace errors. So first replace values. So when we click on replace values, so you will get a pop-up. Suppose here particular value is there. Okay, particular value is there. So suppose if I say that we have Rohit Das, okay, this is the Rohit Das, let me type it, Rohit Das, right, this. And if you want to replace these values, okay, you want to replace these values, so this option comes like when you have the bulk data and you find that certain data is there, null values is there that you want to replace to some other values, or wrong data is reflecting there, you want to replace one value to another value, so that can be done. So here I say that Rohit let's put Kumar Das. Okay, so you want to replace from this to this. Okay, so if I say okay, see this, the value has been replaced, right? This has been replaced. So this is what it does, this is what it does. Now another one is there, so replace errors. Okay, if you have any kind of errors here, so it will be replaced. So it will be replaced. To next one, so we have extract and format. Okay, so let's understand them. So what format it does, if I click here, okay, format it does. So let's understand format and extract options. Okay, so let's start with format. Now you see that multiple options there are there when we click on format. option, then format icon. So we get lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, then trim, clean, add prefix and suffix. Okay, so when do we use them? Suppose if we have customer name and you see that Ankit Sharma, so first letter is capital, and Sharma first letter is also capital one, right? So if you show the data in lowercase, so we can click on them. Okay, just like that, and it will be converted into lowercase. So this is how format it does. Okay, but again requirement comes that I want to see these data as a uppercase. So what happens that you may visualize one thing, that when you are building the dashboard and x-axis and y-axis visual is there, and there you want to show the data. Okay, so how you want to show the data? You want to show the if you want to show the particular data over there and where the name is reflecting, so you want to show them as lowercase, uppercase, or capitalize each word. Depending on your requirements, you can use these formattings. Okay, and you can save the data. So if I say that if I want to go ahead with uppercase, okay, so see this uppercase, it has been converted into uppercase. Now again, if I say that I don't want to have that kind of data, so you want to come to original state of data, so we can delete from here this and this. So see this original data is reflecting, but again you want to change from here. So how it will be changed? Suppose uppercase, it has been converted into uppercase, so again we have capitalize each word, right? So we will have to click on this, capitalize each word, so it has been changed. Okay, this is how it is working as a format. Now coming to the next one, we have the team that we use in Excel. Then clean also is there, so we use in Excel. Okay, so this is the very common one. Now coming to add prefix, what it does, add prefix. So like you could see this Ankit Sharma is there. So before that, if you want to add kind of some kind of prefix, so to understand the data, something you want to do it. Suppose I say I want to add pre, likewise. So if I click on hit the OK button, so it has been added. For every data, pre-word has been added. That is called add prefix. Okay, so if I remove this, it has been removed. Now again, if I say add suffix, so after Ankit Sharma, if I say suffix, okay, SUF and OK, so see this, it has been added, Ankit Sharma SUF. Okay, so this is what the add prefix and suffix it does here. So this data we when we have bulk data, by the time also we use it whenever as per the requirement, we use it whenever it is required to be used. Otherwise we do not use it. We just clean the data, transform the data, we just clean the data, check the data types, and if those are correct, then we use them raw data to make the dashboard. Now we have extract here option, extract columns. What it does, so now again it has multiple options. Okay, length, now first characters, last characters, range, text before delimiters, text after delimiters, text before between delimiters. So what are those and how those are working? So suppose here you could see this Ankit Sharma is written, so Rahul Verma is written, so how many lengths are there? So it is going to count. So if I click on length, so see this, it will be counted. Okay, so here first Ankit Sharma, it has 12 characters. So if you want to check again, if I say remove this calculated text, so let's count this, how many are there? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, right? So it has 11 lengths. So this is how extract it does. Now coming to first character, so what is this first character? When we click on first character, so see this, enter how many starting characters to keep. Ankit Sharma is there, so how many starting characters you want to keep? Okay, extract first characters. Okay, so enter how many starting characters to keep. Suppose if I say only 3, right? So ANKIT, so ANK will be kept. See this, so Ankit Sharma, so as I provided the instruction that it should be only 3, not more than that. So that kind of conversion also you can do it here. Again, let's understand this one, because this is very much important. First characters. Okay, suppose you have the data you have the data, custom ID, where customer C000101 again is there, suppose, but you want to keep the data as C001 only, so you will have to put the data. Suppose here I say that I want to keep this data. I have selected custom ID, it has 4 length, so I want to keep it as 3, right? So let's put this, and I say go ahead. So 1 has been removed, right? See this. So this is how it will work. This is how it will work. Now coming to next one, last characters. Okay, so last character, definitely again the way it worked for first characters, it would work for last character. So 011 C, it is reflecting, if I read from left to right, so what is 100 C. So if I say that I want to keep 2 characters, so it will, here data will remain as 10. Suppose, see this, 10. So okay, so 10 it is kept here, and the 0 or C, it has been removed, right? This is how it will work. Now coming to another one, range. Again we have the range that we can use it, a starting index and number of characters, how you want to keep it. Okay, starting index, suppose I say that index as starting index 1 and number of characters I say that 2, and now let's click on OK. So see this, this is how the data we have got, right? This is how the data we have got. So this is the range. This is how the range works. Now again we have text before delimiters, text after delimiters, right? So text before delimiters, after delimiters. Suppose you have the data in your system where comma is there, where we have the options text before delimiters, right? So if the delimiter is there, it's not applied here. Okay, if the delimiter is there, so what will happen, that you can segregate them. Okay, so as of now we do not have that kind of data. So what it will do, it will do text before delimiter. So suppose you have the delimiters like no comma, pipe separated, or like no other single inverted, double inverted values are there in your data set, so that can be converted. Okay, text before delimiters and text after delimiters. This is how it works for before delimiters, after delimiters, or text between delimiters. Suppose you have data like between two delimiters, so that can be how you want to keep, like suppose you have comma and pipe also, so you want to keep the data before pipe, or you want to keep the data after comma, so that can be done from here, text before delimiters, text and text between delimiters. Okay, so this is how it works here. Now coming to another important part, we have add columns. Okay, so you could see this, we have transpose, reverse rows, count rows. Okay, so if I say that count rows, if I say count rows, so see this, count rows is 10, right? Count rows is 10. Now again come back to, just remove this. So how many rows are there? We have 10 rows, so it has been counted, that rows are 10. Now if I say transpose, so data will be converted from column to rows. So as of now data is correct, but if you want to see the data, okay, if you want to see the data, so we can click on this. So see this, it has been converted into rows. Okay, data has been transposed, which is not required because data is correct, but this is how it works. Now coming to add columns, this is also important part, add columns. So here what happens, that if you want to add new columns or custom columns or condition columns, that can be added here. Suppose if I talk about that date and dimension date, suppose I want to add new column here, right? Or I want to add duplicate column. Suppose this is the discount data, so I want to say that I want to have no discount column as a duplicate column, and I want to make some other name. So we can click here duplicate column. So see, this duplicate column has been converted, and we can name this as discount amount. Likewise, and while building the dashboard, we can use this column as well. Now again, this column, like we created from here, so we can, if we have to remove, then we have to click on remove. Likewise, we can remove it. But again, here, from here also you can go for creating the duplicate columns. Likewise, duplicate columns, so it has been converted, it has been created. Now let's remove this. Now again we have the custom columns. So how the custom columns will be created? So if I click here custom columns, so see this is the custom columns pop-up you are getting. So existing tables are there, like no, here you could see this column name, you can say custom column, right? Sorry, done. And available columns are here. Okay, so we can select the available columns from here, profit, and we have insert. So we have to click on insert, so it will come here left side. Now here also you can see this no syntax error have been detected. Now if you say okay, if I say okay, so see this custom column, it has been created by using this profit data, right? Custom column has been created by using this profit data. So this is how you can create custom columns if it is required, or it is required as per the requirements. Okay, now we have condition columns also we can create it. Now this depends at how what values you want to like new column name. So if I say custom, let's put this is conditional. Okay, now here drop down values are there. See this drop down values are there. So here you will find the same column names which are available in sales data. You will not get it from other tables. Okay, so if you want to create the custom table, custom name, or custom column, or duplicate column, so again if you want to create it in customer tables, you will have to select this table. So in that particular table activities will be done. So here again if I say that profit operator, it is equal to, does not equal to, is greater than, and these are the data you can use it equal to. Here also values you can put it. Okay, values you can put it. So if I say operators equals to values, suppose 2000. Okay, output, so what would be the output? Like if I say this. Okay, now add clause again, so we can put the add clause, if clause as well. Okay, if it is required, if not we can delete from here, right? Now here else, what would be the data? So if I say 5000, and let's click on OK. Let's see here, see this. So what happened, I had given the instruction. Okay, I had given the instructions, so else values is reflecting 5000. So why it is reflecting? If I double click here, so I had given the profit amount equals to values 2000. So if I cancel here, so values equal to 2000, do we have? No, we do not have. So what else condition we put as 5000. So all values you would find, and more than 2000 it is there. So that's why else condition is reflecting. So this is how we can create custom this is how we can create condition columns. Okay, now coming to home part. So home part, there are two more important parts that I want to explain here. The first part is that merge queries and append queries. Okay, here you could see this merge queries, right? Sorry, two options are there, merge queries as new, then we have append queries and append queries as new. So let's understand the merge queries. So if I click here merge queries, so what will happen at this is the sales table which is already selected by default. You could see this is the sales table, and here all sales table headers are reflected, right? Now again you are getting the option here that other table names, right? Current one is this, but other table names you are getting it. So where you want to merge the data, so if I say dimension table, so this table data is reflecting here. So this table it is reflecting, and whatever the table it has, this table has the headers, those are reflecting here. So here it says, what says join kind. Okay, left outer join, what kind of a join you want to go ahead with this. So these are the options which are available. Okay, so again we have fuzzy match options, use fuzzy matching to perform this merge. Okay, now if I say here customer name, customer ID is there, here I select customer ID. See, so the selection matches 10 out of 10 row from the first table. And now if I say okay, hit the OK button, so new this column has been created under the sales table where we wanted to merge the data. So we wanted to merge the data under sales table by selecting this customer tables, right? So new column has been created, and see, this data has been created. Now if I click here, if I click here, so this table format data is reflecting on this particular column, right? So if I click here, this data, it is coming from where? It is coming from where? It is coming from sales as a customers table. Okay, it is coming from customer table. Based on customer ID, data is being fetched. If I click here table, so table data, it is reflecting here. See this, the Ankit Sharma consumer Patna Bihar. So if I come here, Ankit Sharma consumer Patna Bihar, so this is reflecting here because we merged the data. We merged the data. Now again it comes another one. I have removed this, but now again it comes merge queries as new, right? So again the by default current table is selected. We have to select the customer tables. Now again I say that customer ID and customer ID, let's select that. Now I have selected merge queries as new, right? So now let's click on OK. When we click on OK, so separate table, you would find separate table has been created. Okay, separate table has been created. And how it has been created? It has been created with the replica of this table. Okay, sales table. Sales table has sales ID, date key, customer ID. Here you would find sales ID, date key, customer ID, and here last here you have created the new column and with the data. See this same data. So this is how separate table you want to have. You can have it and you can create it. Now let's delete this one. It is not required as of now, so I'm going to mark it as delete. Done. Now let's select again sales table. Now we have append queries, append queries and use. So let's click on append queries. Okay, so again you will find two tables or three or more tables. Okay, so if I select as of now two tables, now table to append, I'm going to use customer. Now click OK here. Now as of now it is not working. Why it is not working? I'll tell you. Because when you want to append the data, so like in sales table, what are the data and columns you have, same columns and data should be available in other tables as well. Okay, then only it will be appended, otherwise you will get this kind of data errors. Okay, now here you could see this, why I said it, customer ID, it matches there also. Custom in customer tables we have the customer ID, so it has been appended, it has been added here also, right? But other and also other tables, customer names, okay, customer name, it has been appended, so appended here. Okay, but here other column names has been added in this table, and then these data are reflecting. But if we had the same headers, same data, and in customer ID, and then we had appended, then we would have got the data here itself. Okay, now it comes here append new queries. So what will happen? Again it will create the separate table the way it when we use the merge queries as new, so it was created as a separate table. So similarly it will create the separate table for append queries as new. So these are the activities which we have completed here, and these are the most important part. What I'm going to do, let's check one more time, and after what were the activities you have done, after that what is the most important part? We have to click on close and apply. So what are the activities you have performed on Power Query Editor? All activities will be saved. Okay, all activities it will be saved. So we have completed the transformation data part and Power Query Editor. So how many activities, what are the activities, and how those activities can be performed. So those we have seen and we have understood. Now let's close and apply. So what are the activities we have performed? Those will be saved. Close and apply. So here data will be saved, and this data will be corrected. See this, it has been corrected now, right? All data has been corrected, right? Done. So we are done with parts. First installing the Power BI, and then second importing the data into Power BI engine. Third, transform data. It is very much important. Now we are going to learn about model part. Okay, model part, this is the very much important part. So let's understand this in a proper way. So now let's understand the modeling part. So here, what are the tables, like you have the raw data, and you have multiple tables. As we discussed that we have 5 tables. All tables will reflect here separately, and let's rearrange this in a proper way so that we will have the correct understanding. Okay, let me put this here, and again we have this table, so let me tag it here, and this one also, okay, here. Now I want to discuss about this. Okay, what is this modeling part? So as in our raw data, you could see this, all tables are there: sales tables, graphic tables, product tables, customer tables, and date tables. Okay, so all of them have been imported into our Power BI engine, and we have performed the transformation, and all tables are reflecting here. Now why relationships are important? Because if we do not make the relationship, then definitely we will not able to build correct visuals. Okay, we're not able to show the correct insights over the dashboard or over the visuals. Okay, so we have to go for modeling part. Okay, we have to go for the modeling part. So if I talk about model part, so you could see this is a sales table, this is a data dimension table. Now how the connectivity happens? Okay, so first thing I want to explain here that if we have the this in the sales table, so it is having sales ID, it is having customer ID, it is having product ID. So if the this is the customer ID, and this customer ID exists in other tables. Okay, this custom ID exists in other tables, like in custom ID it exists, right? So Power BI finds out the common ID and it makes the relationship by default. So that's why by default relationships are made already here. So here you could see this, date table is there. So if I click here, so date key, we have the common column in sales table, and we have the common column in dimension date key. So that's why relationship is already made. Okay, let's check this out, that dimension date, so this is the date key, and we have the date key in sales table as well. See this, so data, that's why headers are matching, so a relationship is already built. Okay, now let's understand this one. So product ID to product ID, in sales table we have the product ID, and product table also we have the product ID, so it is connected. Similarly we have this one, geographic ID. So geographic ID, it is matching, so it has been created. Now we have city, it is matching, so it has been created. Okay, city, it has been created. Now again we have here custom ID to custom ID, so it has been created. So Power BI has already done the creating the relationships. But again, suppose if you want to change something, so you can change it as per your requirement, but you have to check if the data you are going to change, so connectivity is happening properly or not. Suppose here sales table, it is having product ID, and here also product ID is there. Okay, but if you want to go for relationship, if you want to go for making the relationship with product name, so definitely that would be the wrong one, right? So we have to be very careful while making the connectivity, and doing any kind of connectivity. Now coming to this is the data it is reflecting. But if I double click here, so you would find this pop up, edit relationship. If you want to edit the relationship, you can edit the relationship, date key is there, so connectivity is already there. Make this relationship active, and cardinality 1 to 1, and here both. But if you say that discount should be connected to date key. Okay, so if you click here save, so it will be saved. Okay, it will be saved. See, let's understand. For example, so it is saved, but again this is not the correct relationship, right? This is not the correct relationship, right? Discount is connected to date key. Is it correct relationship? No. So just for example I showed you. Okay, but date key should be connected to date key. Let's click on save. Now again let's click on this. Okay, let's click on this, and we have to understand certain things here, that there are two things which we need to understand. Now this there are two things which we need, which is used for organizing data in way that it makes query and reporting more efficient, and they are part of dimension modelings, okay, which is used in the data warehouse and business intelligence. Now here picture comes as star schema and snowflake schema. You might have heard the name of star schema and snowflake schema. So what are those and how those look like? So let me open the paint, and there I would like to explain. Okay, so suppose this is the fact table. So in our fact table, sales table is there, right? So this is the fact table, and I say that this is the dimension table. Okay, here also dimension table, here also, here also, and here also. Okay, so all these dimension tables, okay, all these dimension tables are connected to fact table. So that is called a star schema. This is called, sorry, so now this is called a star schema. So how it is being, this is the fact table, and this is the dimension table. This is also dimension. This one is also dimension. This one is also dimension. This one is also dimension. So one fact table is connected with multiple dimension tables, so that is called a star schema. So in our data set also, you could see this in our data set also. This is the sales table, this is the fact table. It has all common keys which are available in other tables, right? So if I say that this table is connected with multiple tables, okay, this table is connected with see, date key is there, then we have product ID, then we have a geographic ID, we have customer ID. So this is called the star schema. This is called the star schema. Now here also you could see this city to city, it is connected. If it is not required, we can delete it, not required. So how to delete this? Likewise, delete, done. Okay, done. So this is called star schema. Now what is called practical way, which I have explained, that what is called fact table, what is called a star schema and all that. Okay, and let's understand the snowflake schema. So what would be the snowflake schema? This is how the star schema is there, which is connected one fact table to multiple dimension table. But again, there could be another tables. Okay, suppose here. So this would be connected to here. This would be connected to here. So this is what they know. It says snowflake schema. Like there could be another table here. Sorry. Likewise, so this is connected to this. So this is called snowflake schema. So the I would say that the snowflake schema is a more normalized version of the star schema. In this design, the dimension table and tables are the further broken down, like I explained. It is further broken down into additional subdimensions. This is the difference between a star schema and a snowflake schema, right? This is the difference between a star schema and a snowflake schema. So here, as of now, if you ask that what kind of schema is built, so this is the star schema. Now again, when we click here, double click, so you find cardinality, cross filter, both directions and all that. Okay, so if I go ahead with many to one to many, so these are the relationship. It depends how you want to have the cardinality. So the directions we have both. So it also gets changed as per when you select this one, many to one. So see this single or both, how you want to do. Apply security filter in both directions. So it is asking you one to many, and again it is asking you many to many. So see this here again the validation you are getting, this relationship has cardinality many to many. This should only be used if it is expected that neither column going to change any kind of cardinality and cross-filtered directions. It is okay. Now, let's cancel. So this is all about the modeling. This is all about the modeling part. Okay, so we have made the relationship, we have understood that how the relationship happens and how Power BI itself it does, what is cardinality. So we have explored a little bit about the cardinality, we have explored a little bit about cross-filtered directions, we have explored that how we can do the connectivity here, we can change the connectivity and all that. Okay, now let's come to report view. Now we have the visuals here, multiple visuals, you could see this. We have the visuals. This is the stacked bar chart, then we have stacked column chart, then we have clustered bar chart, clustered column chart, and then 100% stacked bar chart, 100% column chart, line chart, area chart, and then we have stacked area chart, funnel chart, then we have waterfall visuals, this funnel ribbon chart, then we have funnel, then a scattered chart, pie chart, donut chart, multiple visuals are there. So let's understand one by one at least, so that, and also this is very much important to understand that based on your data set which visual should be used while building the dashboard. Randomly if you select, like suppose you do not have the location data, you do not have the geography data, and you select the map visual, so it would not give the proper insight to the executives or those who are seeing the dashboard, or those who are exploring the dashboard, right? So we have to understand the visual part as well, so that we will have the clarity. And if we have the clarity on each visuals, then definitely we will able to put or align the correct visual as per the data. Okay, suppose if I give you one example, and so suppose like sales data is there, a month wise transition is happening, and if we don't use the line chart, okay, line chart, then we will not able to show the trend analysis data over there. So we have to visualize the data, and based on that we have to use our intelligence to which widget should be in placed, so that it would give the proper insights. Okay, so let's understand the visual part one by one. Okay, and then we will build the dashboard. Okay, so first one is that stacked bar chart. Okay, here this one, stacked bar chart. So if I click here, so this object is added into our canvas space. So let me tell you one more thing. Let's remove this space. Let me delete this space is the canvas space where we basically build the dashboard. Okay, so this also you can do the setup, like page view is there, so how you want to see fit to page, fit to width, or actual size, so that you can do it. Okay, from here mobile layout you want to see, we can go from mobile layout. If you want to visual guidelines, like here you want to show the guidelines, we can show the guidelines. Okay, now let's understand this part, stacked bar chart. So this object is added into our canvas space, right? This is added into canvas space, but okay, first we have to understand what is a stacked bar chart. So I would say that a stacked bar chart is a type of data visualization that that displays the values of different categories in a stacked manner. Okay, and each bar represents the table value and the individual segments. Okay, so let me show you with the data. So if I say category and I say sales amount, see this. So as I was explaining that each bar represents a table value, and the individual segments of each bar represents part of that tables. Okay, part of that tables, and it is showing how each category contributes to the overall values, how each category is like technology, furniture, office supplies, each categories contributes to the overall values. So this is how whenever you have, when you want to compare the categories, so this is how the stacked bar chart it reflects. Now we have another visual we have another visual. So let me put this here. This is the stacked column chart, right? This is the stacked column chart. So if I bring this here, let's put this here, and let's use the same data. Okay, category and sales amount. So same data is there, right? This is reflecting in this manner, okay, and this is reflecting in so this is reflecting in horizontal line, and this is reflecting in vertical lines. How how data is reflecting data? Both data are same, right? Both data is same, and only it represents in a different way. It represents in a different way, right? So this data is reflecting in horizontal way, and this column data, it is reflecting in vertical way. So if I talk about let's understand the difference between a stacked bar chart and a stacked column chart. So both charts, I would say, essentially the same in terms of how they present the data, how they are displayed. Okay, stacked bar chart, I would say that mainly difference, I would say that this data represents in a horizontally way, and this data represents in a vertically way. That's all. Nothing is there. So all categories, same category here also. Sales amount, it is reflecting. That's all about it. Now let's understand the other visuals. So suppose this visual I convert it into, this was a cluster bar chart. Okay, see this cluster bar chart, and this visual I'm going to convert into a clustered column chart. But when we select this visual clustered bar chart, so let's check other values. Let's select other values as well, like categories. There is a product name also, I want to add it, and here also I want to add the product name. So let's understand the clustered bar chart. So I would say a cluster bar chart is a again the type of bar chart in which multiple bars are grouped together. Okay, so here you could see this multiple bars are grouped together. Here this color is different, this color is different, so this has been grouped, right? And this has been grouped, and accordingly data is reflecting here. So that's why I mentioned that multiple bars are grouped together for each category. Here for each category on the x-axis, it is used to compare multiple categories. Okay, it used to compare multiple categories sides by side, or making it easier to compare different groups of data across the same axis. Okay, across the same axis. In Power BI, this type of chart is I would say often used to compare different items across common dimensions. Okay, I would say such as, like suppose you have sales or sales of multiple products. Okay, like we have sales data with multiple products. We have the sales of multiple products in, and also we have in various regions, right? We have the demographic data in various regions or performance metrics. Then you can use this clustered column clustered bar chart. Here also one thing to be noticed, that in clustered bar chart, the bars are displayed in a horizontally way. Now let's discuss about the clustered column chart. Okay, cluster. Now again here like in the cluster bar chart, here this is the clustered column chart, right? This is the cluster column chart, and this was the cluster column chart. So I would say that cluster column chart, that only the difference is representing the data in a horizontally way or in a vertically way. That's all about it. Now let's move to I'm going to discuss about the line chart. Here what I'm going to do, let me convert this into line chart. So let me change the data. When we select the line chart, then we have the name, we have the date table, and we are going to select month. See this line chart. Okay, line chart. So as I have already mentioned that line chart, it is for trending analysis. Okay, line chart in Power BI is a type of visualization that which displays information as a series of the points. Okay, as a series of the points called markers, okay, called markers. Also see this is called markers. This is called markers. Connected, it is connected by straight line, okay, it is connected by a straight line. See this, we can see the markers and it is connected by a straight line. It's especially useful for showing trends. I would say that it is especially useful for showing trends over time and sequential data. Like, if you want to visualize continuous data over time, like, suppose here I have selected the month, okay, you want to select, daily date, you have the data daily, monthly, quarterly, yearly, so that you can select it and it will reflect in that manner, okay. This business needs to compare trends across multiple categories. Then business can use it. Business is analyzing platform patterns like growth or decline, so that can be used here. It so shows that growth or declines, right? So by the time also we business can use this visual. So this is for trend analysis, how trend is happening right now, so that can be checked from here by using this visual. So this is uh, this is very much important. Why use line chart? So I would say that, as I mentioned, that it gives clear trend analysis, okay, it gives clear trend analysis best for identifying upward or downward trends, okay. And time series data visualization, ideal for I would say tracking performance or metrics over time. So for that we are using it. For comparison also, like multiple lines can show the different categories, different categories here. Suppose if I select other data, suppose if I select so I have selected cost, so different line is there. So that's this what we can do in line chart visual. Now let's move to this visual, area chart visual. So I just converted this line chart into area chart visual, and I have kept the same values, like some of the sales amount, some of the cost amount, and in x-axis a month only. So what is area chart? Again, I would say that area chart is a type of visualization in Power BI that is similar to a line chart, okay. It is similar to a line chart, on say line chart, but with this area, you this area you could find this, there are two lines, but in this area the line filled with colors, okay. This color is something different, this color is something different, it is filled with colors. It shows quantitative data over a time period, okay, over a time period. So that is the difference between line chart and area chart. So now question may come that when do we use it, right? So if you want to visualize trend over time, so by the time you can use it. If you need to highlight the volume or intensity of the trend lines, okay, like sales volume, customer count, so by the time you can use it. If you want to compare multiple categories and also see their contributions to the whole over time, so by the time you can use it. Now again another question may come that what kind of data data is best for area chart, right? So I would say that whenever you have the cumulative data, you should be using the area chart. Whenever you have time series data, you should be using it. Whenever you have category comparison over time data, you should be using another visual, so which is called stacked area chart. So see this stacked area chart, I just converted the area chart into a stacked area chart. What is stacked area chart? So again, it's a visual that which displays quantitative data over time, whereas each data series is stacked, okay. Each data series is stacked here on the top of the others, others you could see this. You can see the visual and you can understand what the visual says, okay. And it is similar to line chart and area chart, like we have already discussed line chart and area chart. So it is similar to line chart and area chart. It is similar to a line chart, but the area here, you could see this area below each line is filled and stacked here, okay, filled and stacked here, which is making easier to see the contributions of each category to the whole over time, right? Which is making easier to see contributions okay, which is making easier to see the contributions of each category to the whole number. Now question may come that why use a stacked area chart? Okay, why use a stacked area chart? So I would say that if you want to emphasize trends in the cumulative volume over time, then you can use it. I would say that if you want to compare category contributions to the overall total, then you can use it. I would say it is more like visually engaging than plain line chart. Okay, it is as I mentioned that it is more like visually engaging than the plain line chart when you want to show growth or distributions over time. So by the time you should be using it. What kind of data is best for stacked area chart? So again I would say that, as I mentioned, for area chart, so that condition will be applied here, that if you have the time series data, then with multiple categories you should be using it. Whenever you have sales data across products line by month, then you should be using it. Whenever you have the website traffic source broken down by types, then you should be using it. Whenever you have the website traffic data, website traffic source data, then you should be using it. Whenever you have expenditure breakdown across department over time data, then you should be using it. Let's discuss about 100% stacked area chart. Okay, so this is 100% stacked area chart. I have not changed the values are renamed same, only I am converting this, and we are discussing each visual so that we should have at least the basic clarity, so that at the time of building the dashboard, definitely we will use our intelligence that based on the data which visual should be in place to. Again I would say that it's a chart, is a visual that displays here relative percentage. Here you could see on the left hand side relative percentage of multiple data series stacked on the top of each other, right, where the total always adds up to 100% at each point along the x-axis, right, you could see this. Now there could be characteristics that shows come that when to use this chart. Okay, when to use this visual. So I would say that if you want to see how each category contributes to the whole over time, then you should be using it. If you care more about proportions than raw values, then you should be using it. I would say that if you are comparing 10 lines of multiple variables while representing percentage, while maintaining percentage, I would say that if you are comparing 10 lines of multiple variables, okay, while maintaining percentage content, by the time you should be using it. Now why it is used in Power BI? That question may again come, that why it is used in Power BI. So I would say that it is great for dashboard where space is limited. Okay, you do not have much space, space is limited, but still you want to show the multiple categories, okay, and percentage, like left side percentage and trend analysis, and the markers and all that. So by the time you can use it, it is easy to show the shifts in contributions, like market share change and all that. Okay, then by the time also you can use it. Now moving to next visual. So next visual we have line and stacked column chart. So see this line and stacked column chart, right? Now this is called line and stacked column chart. So line and stacked column chart in Power BI is a combo chart that combines both a stacked column chart and a line chart into a single visual. You could see this. This is the useful for comparing different types of data with different scales on the same axis. So here also, as I mentioned, that it's a combination of it's a combo chart that combines both the stacked column chart and the line chart. Okay, so here also line trend analysis, you can see this, and stacked column chart also it is reflecting, right? Stacked column chart also it is reflectance. Also kind of data it represents. So it shows quantitative value using a stacked column chart and a stacked column chart, and it shows or continuous data using a line chart on the same graph, right? On the same graph, here you could see this. When to use this visual or chart. So if you want to compare individual categories, but then you can use it. If you want to visualize two different metrics, sales and profit, then you can use it. If you do the advantage of using this line chart, so I would say that it is efficient use of space, like two charts in one visual. Line chart and stack chart, it is combined here, so that can be used. If we had used line chart and stacked column chart separately, then we would have consumed more space. But if we use this chart, then we are in a limited space. We are using two visuals and a combination of two visuals, and we are showing the data. It helps identifying correlations between category wise and breakdowns and trends, right? Great for, I would say, it is great for executive dashboards to highlights the performance and targets in one view. So it would be good for executive dashboards. Now again, we have line and clustered column chart. So similarly, you would find the line and clustered column chart in Power BI is a combo chart. Now again, I would say that it's a combo chart that combines a clustered column chart. Earlier it was combined with stacked column chart and line chart, and here it is combined with clustered column chart and a clustered column chart to show the values for different categories. Okay, and showing the line chart to show the trend or secondary measures on the same axis, right? On the same axis. So this is what this visual says. Again, I would say that we have the same when to use this. So I would say that if you want to compare different measures, sales or profit, by the time you should be using it. When if you want to show trend and comparison together on a shared x-axis, then you can use it. Understand the next one, it is called ribbon chart. So this is called a ribbon chart. So this is it helps you to understand how values are sorted and how the ranking of those values evolve, right? Ideal for tracking winners. Okay, winners, top performers, or shifting trends. Okay, I would say that ideally it should be using for tracking the winners, top performers, or shifting trends analysis. It has features, as I mentioned, that showing ranking of categories over a time period. It uses colored ribbon to connect ranks between periods. Okay, now it makes it very easy to visualize changes in top positions. Now when to use this, here again, when to use this. So if you want to tag the positions or rank of multiple categories, okay, we have a waterfall chart. This is the waterfall chart. See this. So a waterfall chart, I would say that we can say that a waterfall chart visually breaks down the cumulative effect of sequential value. Example, when do we use this waterfall chart? So if you want to understand how each factor contributes to a total, then you can use it. If you want to analyze increase and decrease between 2 points, okay, increase and decrease between 2 points, then you can use it. If you want to track progression from one state to another, then you should be using it. And now again, question may come that why do we use this, right? So I would say that it clearly highlights position on a negative change. It helps, it shows step-by-step contributions to total. That's why we should be using it. And best use case, I would say that if you have the profit or loss statement, if you have the revenue or breakdown, expense or analysis, if you have the budget or actual data, then you should be using it, this waterfall chart. Now next we have funnel chart. So this is the funnel chart, right? This. Now here you could observe one thing. It looks like a funnel, wide at the top, right? Wide at the top, and narrowing down at the each stage, right? At the each stage, helping, and it helps you identify drop off or bottlenecks in a progress. Okay, when to use funnel chart? So I would say that whenever you have the track progression through different stages lead to conversion, lead data, you have the lead data and you want to see the convergence, then you should be using it. If you want to identify the drop off, right? Points where users or values are lost, right? Then you should be using it. Whenever you want to compare the sequential stages in terms of quantify or value, then you should be using it. And it is ideal for like ideal for, I would say that, marketing data. When you have like lead data, that how many clicks are there, how many leads are there, how many sales are there, sales pipelines are there, how many clicks are there, how many leads are there, sales are there, sales pipelines are there, hiring process, then you should be using it. Funnel data. So now we are going to discuss about, so this is the funnel chart of a funnel visual which we have completed. Now we are going to discuss about scatter chart. Okay, so I'm just going to select this visual and I'll replace with scatter chart this. So now here also, what it does, okay, what it does, now first, the chart in Power BI is a type of visualization which represents displays, which displays data points as a dots. Okay, data points as a dots. Here you could say this is the dots on so let me change the data here first. A scatter chart in Power BI is a type of visualization which displays data points as a dots. Okay, here you could say this in x-axis and y-axis. Dots are representing, so as dots on a two-dimension plane, where each dot represents one data item, and it's particularly useful for identifying and relationships, patterns, and correlations between two number values. Okay, now question may come that when to use a scatter chart in Power BI, right? So I would say that whenever you want to analyze the relationship between two quantitative measures, then you should be using it. This is the first checkpoint. Second checkpoint is that if you want to spot trends, okay, like this is dot or a spot, this dot represents, okay, so whenever you want to spot trends or clusters or outlines in your data, then you should be using it. Whenever you want to whenever you need to compare large number of data points, then you should be using it. It would be good for visualizing correlation between variables. Okay, so then you should be using it. Now again, a question may come that why use a scatter chart. Okay, so I would say that a scatter chart, it shows how one measure affects another, so that is one of the reason you should be using it, scatter chart. Second, I would say that it is very helpful in predictive analysis and performance tracking. Then by the time also you should be using it, and it is very easily adds data distribution and variability, so then you should be using it. Okay, best types of data for scatter chart, it would be like whenever you have sales versus profit amount, like in our data set we have sales amount, profit amount, quantity and discount, quantity amount, discount amount, and cost amount. So so we can use this scatter chart. Website traffic data, you should use scatter chart. When you have age versus income data, then you should use it. Now I'm going to cover the next visual, which is the pie chart. So I'm going to use it. Now this is the pie chart. Okay, visual. So as you know that pie chart is a type of visualization in Power BI, and what it does, like here if you put the focus, this chart in Power BI is a circular. This is circular statical graphical which is divided into slices, okay, to illustrate numerical proportions. Okay, to illustrate numerical proportions. Each slice, here you could see this, each slice, okay, each slice represents a category contribution to the whole number. Okay, now when to use pie chart in Power BI, so I would say that when you want to show parts of whole, simple comparison with the limited categories, then you should be using, like, I have categories like in technology, furniture, and office suppliers, so I can use it. It is good to it is good to quickly visualize percentage or proportions, then you should use it. Now again, my question may come that why use pie chart? So it provides quick snapshot. It provides quick snapshot of category distribution. So like here you could see this. This is the snapshot of quick category distributions. Makes data storytelling rich and visual. So it also gives it helps in identifying dominant segment of a glance. Okay. Data again, best type of data for pie chart, it would be whenever you have categorical data, like products, categories, and subcategories or region you have, then you should use it. You have department, then you should use it. When you have aggregated data like sales percentage, then you have revenue or cost, then you should use it. So our data is the best for pie chart, scatter chart, I would say that line chart, I would say that area chart, I would say that a stacked area chart, even I can say clustered bar chart, clustered column chart. So this data is good for all of them. Okay, now moving to the next visual, which is called donut chart. So next one is the donut chart. Here you could see this. So it is similar to pie chart, right? It is similar to the pie chart, but it has the difference. Okay, so it is similar to the pie chart, but it has something different. Like you could see this circle. There is in a circle. And there's circle with a hole in the middle, and it makes it visually like different and often more modern in appearance, right? Here also we can put card chart middle of here the space is there, so we can use card chart and we can put it here to show the numbers. Okay, and this center can be used can also be used for labeling, and this center can be used for labeling. This center can be used for showing the other numbers, like profit amount. We can show the profit amount, we can show the discount amount, or we can show the total other amounts and all that. Okay, as per the requirement. Okay, you have like if you want to show the composition of the single category or matrix, then you should be using it. Whenever you want to compare percentage or contributions across a few values, then you should be using it. Again, if you want to use labels, and if you want to add labels value in the center of for visually, as I mentioned, then here if you want to use that in this space for labeling, or if you want to show certain data, then you should use it. Why do you why use donut chart, question may come. So I would say that it looks cleaner than a pie chart. Okay, it is better for showcasing key totals in the center, as I mentioned, and it would be a modern customization design in dashboards, so you should use it. Okay, now again we have T map chart, and after T map chart we have map chart, then fill map chart. Okay, then we have shape map, right? Then we have Azure maps, then we have gauge chart, then we have card slicers. So I'm going to spend next few minutes on them. Okay, so T map chart, you could see this is the T map chart, like every T map chart, I would say that it is a hierarchical visualization which displays data as a set of nested rectangles, right? Nested rectangles, and each branch of the hierarchy is represented by the rectangle, and the sub branches are shown as smaller rectangles within it, right? So this is the difference. Okay, this is the difference. And when to use this, then I would say that whenever you have when you need to visualize large values of categories, then you should use it. Whenever you want to compare proportion between groups and subgroups easily, then you should use it. Now we again, and now let's put the data here, like sales amount, profit amount, then we have cost amount, discount amount, quantity amount. So here this is the way data will reflect. So on top, like when we develop the dashboard, by the time what we do, we also show the some numbers, right? We show the numbers that the total, some of the total amount, some of the profit amount or cost amount or discount amount, so that what happens, it gives the insights within 5 seconds, and the one who is seeing the dashboard, the one who is accessing the dashboard can understand, okay, so this is the data set, and based on this data set, what happens that you are giving the proper insights or glance on in 5 seconds, that they will understand, okay, total sales amount is this, and we have got the profit, we have got the discount, and our it is like business is growing, or it is declining. So that insight it gives. Okay, so by the time we should be using it, card visual. Then we have, you could see this, we have slicers, we have KPI cards, and table matrix, table visuals or charts, then matrix visuals. So these are the visuals, we can use it as per the requirement. Okay, now, so as of now, we have covered almost all, almost visuals. Then we have these are the AI visuals, decomposition tree, key influencers. This is the AI visual. Decomposition tree is a AI visual. Q&A, you can put in a Q&A here. Likewise here you can put in a Q&A, and you will have the rights. So I'm going to delete this first. Okay, like if I select Q&A, so what will happen, that you will get the text box here. Now it will ask, you can write the question over there, that what is the total amount that you want to see, so that you can get it. Okay, so here you can say total sales amount, right? So and if I hit the enter, so it will give the total sales amount here. So it is analyzing right now. Okay, and you will get the answers. Okay, you will get the answers. See this, 569500 is the total sales amount. And again, if you want to say that, can you show the total sales amount in pie chart? Can you show the total sales amount in pie? Okay, so see this, it is showing the same amount in pie chart. Okay, so this is AI visual. Then we have narrative, then we have goals preview, and these are the buttons. We have button slicers, then we have text slicers, then we have list slicers, we have image, and also you have the image, ready image, so you can import it and you can put it here. Okay, so this is all about visualization, which we have discussed till now. Now one more thing is left to be discussed, which is called table view. So when you click here, so this is the table, right? All tables are there, so all data is reflecting here. If you click here, the same table will reflect here and data will reflect here. Okay, so this is like if I go ahead here, so here also it is reflecting, right? See this, right? Now if I go ahead to next table, see this, it is reflect. So this is the table. Okay, now it's time to develop the dashboard now. Okay, it's time to develop the dashboard now. So we are going to develop the dashboard here, and we have, since we have the sales data, so how we want to show the data. So first I want to put here title, name of the dashboard, then I want to show the KPI cards. Okay, we have used the KPI cards. I want to put the slicers, okay, left side, and here as we have the space. Okay, so we will be putting 4 to 5 visuals, and there we will put the logics. Okay, so let's insert, click on insert, and then come to shape and select this shape. Okay, now let's put this here. Now format. Okay, so let's click on format, and we have a shape and a style, we have text, so we have to enable this, and we have to put sales data, right? Sales dashboard. Done. Now let's do the formatting. So text should be 20. Okay, I'm going to select this bold, then we have middle, and color is white. We will work upon the color coding as well. Okay, we'll put the slicer logic as well, so we'll check that. Okay, now shadow, so let's enable the shadow as well. I'm going to select this color, not this color. Okay, so I'm going to select the background color as teal color. Okay, so let me choose the teal color. Canva background color as teal color, so I'm going to put this here. This is the teal color, right? Deep one. Now transparency should be 0. So this is our background color. Now here also it would be the background color. So let me click on format. This is selected. Format. Then we have shape and done. Right, now let's enable this. Okay, and then we have other formattings. So visual border, let me enable this visual border. I'll choose another color so that it would reflect here. So this let me choose this color. Rounded corners, enable this, not required. Okay, then we have shadow, so I'll enable this shadow as well. Color, I'll choose this. Okay, make it inside. So this one is done, and here shadow, let me disable this. Okay, not required. It is done. This part is done. Right, now what we are going to do, we will use card visual, and there we want to show certain data. So this is the card visual which we have selected, and let me put this here. And then we have sales table. So first I want to show the total sales amount, then I want to show the cost amount, and I want to show the quantity amount and profit amount, and then discount amount. All of them we are showing here. So five data is reflecting here. Now we have to do the formatting here. So let's select this visual format painter and put this here. So some of the formatting has been done. Now we'll do more formattings here. So let me resize this first. Okay, now let's do the formatting here. So we have cards, so layout is vertical. Okay, size is 50. Okay, now shape, rounded rectangles. How you want to show rounded rectangles or rectangles, that you can select. So it is rounded rectangles, it is okay. Then we'll go for border is on. Okay, divider is on, this is okay. Then we'll go for call out values. So we have the layouts, it is okay. Then values, so here it is 24, so we'll make it as 20, right? Or this is okay. Then this one is selected, done. Color is done, black. It should be, color should be white, because we want to change the background color. So we'll do later on, make it middle. And then we have levels. So let me select this format. 12 is okay, bold, and this would be like that. Okay, no, so black, as of now black is okay. Background, now let's select the background color, this. Okay, now we have to change the text color. So text color would be white. Okay, here also text color would be white. Done. Now moving to next part. So call out values is done. Now coming to, so this is done, this part is done, this part is done. So here what we are doing, we have put the title name of the dashboard, sales dashboard, then we have put the card visual. Let me do more formatting as well, like we can put the rounded circles and all that. Okay, done. And what we are going to do, like text values, call out values, let's put this as 15. Okay, 15. So this looks good now. Done. Now this one is okay. Now as I mentioned that I want to put the slicers. Okay, so left side here we have the panel space, left panel space, so we are going to put the slicers. So let's select the visual first. Okay, but we will use the values later on. So I'm going to put this space. I'm going to cover this space for slicers. Okay, likewise, and we'll put the values later. First we have to design the visual part. Again, put this here. So this part is covered for slicers. Now we are going to use first visual. We will be using line chart. Okay, so this is the line chart. Here I have used, and what I want to do here, I want to put the logic. Okay, I want to put the logic here. So logic would be since there's no line chart, so we have already discussed visuals that whenever you have the trending data or trending sales data or trending type of data, so you should be using the line chart, or where you have the date, month wise sales or quarter wise sales or weekly wise sales. So here we have the sales data. Since we have the sales data, so I'm going to select the sales this amount, and we have the dimension date, so I'm going to select the month. Okay, from here I'm going to select the month, right? This, so this is the trending data. This is reflecting like January, February, March, April, May and June, right? Now we'll do the formatting later on. First let's add the visuals. Okay, now next visual I want to add as the bar chart. So I can add a stacked bar chart or clustered bar chart. Okay, so like I'll add cluster bar chart here, and here I want to show the sales amount, this sales amount by category. So we have the category, right? This product category, this one is done. Now again I want to select other chart, donut chart, and here, so here I want to show, okay, so here I want to show the sales amount by segment. We have the segment, right? This, so segment is this is reflecting here. Okay, now we'll do the formatting, but again, now this is also done. Now I'm going to use another visual, like I'll use a table visual. We can use pie chart, we can use pie chart as well. Okay, let me use the pie chart, and here we can show the pie chart. Since we have the pie chart, so we can show category by sales amount, right? This is also done. Now we have a little bit of space here, so what we can do, we can put this, we can use map visual here. So I would like to select here the state. We have the state, right? We have state here. State would be part of the location, see this, and then a sales amount. Okay, sales amount. This is done. Now we are going to do the formatting. Okay, we are going to do the formatting. So let's select this, format, copy this and put this here. So this is done. Again here we have to work upon this. Okay, so what we have to do, title is there, so let's copy this. So sum of sales amount, so we are going to say sales amount by month. Okay, sales amount by month, done. Sales amount by month. Now format would be, font would be this is 14, it is okay, no problem. Bold, text color should be white, and make it middle, right? It is reflecting now. Now we have the data in x-axis and y-axis, right? So let's select font, our standard one, make it 12, bold, and color should be white, right? So this is displaying now. right? Now we have title, so again we have to work upon this title. This 12, make it 12, bold, color should be white. So this title is reflecting now, right? Again we have y-axis, so let's click on this. Let's select font, make it 12, bold, and color should be white, right? So it is reflecting now. Again here you could see this y-axis title is there, so it is not displaying, so we have to click on this. Then we have to choose a font. Let's select 12, bold, and it should be white. Now this is also displaying, right? Now in secondary x-axis we do not have any values, so let it be. Now we have other things also that we can check it out, or we can do the formatting, like this is the grid lines, right? Dotted values are reflecting, dotted, and dot is reflecting, so this is the grid line. Do you want to show, or you don't want to show? Like you can make it off, so it will not display. And if it is displaying, and also you want to have some other colors, okay, you want to display this as other colors, you can select it as per the requirement. It is not mandatory how you want to display the data, it depends on you, right? Now also again we have the formatting, dash, dotted, or custom, so how you want to display, likewise, so you can show the data over there. Now we have the zoom slicer, so here you could see this, if right now it is off, so if you make it on, so what will happen, that a zoom slicer would be added, likewise, okay, see this, so you can pull this down, likewise, see this, right? So this will be working, this will be working. Now again here we have y-axis slices labels, if you want to show, likewise here we can show it, slicer tooltips, okay, so here also see this, right? 76k, then it comes as 100k, then it comes as 120k, okay, 129. So this is displaying as a tooltip. If I make it off, so when I go up, data is not reflecting, right? See this, so this is called slicer tooltip. Now we have lines, so this is categories. We have the categories January, February, March, and April. So how you want to show the data, that color also you can change it out. Suppose if I select January, and the color, which color you want to show. For January you want to select this color, right? So see this, for January the color has been changed. If I go ahead with February, and if I select other colors, this color, so for February the color has been changed, okay. Now if I go ahead with March, and I select other color, suppose this color is already selected, so if I go ahead and if I select this color, so it is changed. So you can change the color as per categories, but as we can change the color as per our requirement here, okay, as per our requirement here we can change the colors. Now coming to next part, so here how you want to display this line, so linear or smooth or step, so we can choose as smooth. Now coming to shade area, so what this shade area it does, here you could see this below, right, area is there, so that you want to cover, okay, you want to cover, see this, so that area will be covered, so that is called shade area. Again we have markers, okay, markers, it means this is called one type of marker, here also marker, here also marker, so that will display, that will be visible. If I make it on, then that will be visible. See this, markers are reflecting now. Again we have the type, that how you want to display, so likewise you can display the data, right? Then we have data levels off, so let's make it on. So what will happen, that data will be displayed as per markers, okay. So here again we have the series, that how you want to display. So again here we can change the values, and we can choose the font size, we can choose 12, bold, and white, so that data will reflect. See this, data is reflecting now, right? Now we have details level, okay, so let's make it off, not required to show. So this is how you can do the formatting as per the requirement. Okay, not necessary that these are the data, this much data we have to show. It is only for understanding purpose, but as per the requirement you want to show the lines. Okay, month wise you can change the colors, lines as per month wise. Okay, you can display the data labels, data details table. You can go for markers, you can go for shade areas and all that. Okay, now what I have done, I have just copied this format and I'm going to put this here, so it is applied here also. See this, we zoom slices and all that. Okay, it has been copied and it has been applied here, right? It has been copied and it has been applied here. But if I want to remove the slice zoom, I can remove it. Okay, see this, I can make it off, not required. Then we have grid lines, so I'm going to make it off, not required. Okay, here also I'm going to make it off, right, not required. So this looks good. Okay, this looks good. Now what I'm going to do here is that let's copy this and change the title. So this would be sales amount by category. Okay, sales amount by category. So this one is also done, right? This one is also done. Now coming to this visual, so let me copy this and put this here. So this has been converted and changed, right? But again this segment, it is not reflecting correctly, so let's work upon this. So we have the legends. So title would be sales amount by segment. Okay, this one is done, this one is done. Then we have as consumer, corporate and home office. Then we can change the color. Okay, let it be as of now, not changing any colors. Then we have details level. So outside, this is okay. How you want to display the data, inside or outside? So I think this is okay. And then we have values. So let's change the values, bold and white. And this one is okay, no problem. Now we have rotations, so we do not have to work upon this. Okay, this color would be white, right? That's all. Let's make it 12. Done. So this one is also done, right? This part is also done. Now come to pie chart. Okay, so pie chart, we have to work upon this. So let me copy this format this and put this here. So this has been converted. Now we have to change the title only. So this would be sales amount by category, sales amount by category. So everything is done, right? Now again copy this and put this here. Sorry, again copy this and put this here. So this is also changed, right? Now here we have to put the values. Okay, this is the slicer part. So we have used sales by month, we have used category, we have used segment, then category. Okay, and here state. So first we are going to put the slicer as month. Okay, month. So month name or month, we can choose it month. Okay, and formatting would be, this would not be the vertical, it would be tile, not tile, drop down, selection all, slicer header is there. Okay, so text month filter. Okay, font, it would be this one, 12 is okay, bold. So let me copy this format, I'll put this here. So this has been converted. Okay, now font color would be white, so it is reflecting, right? See this. Now go to values. So color is black, so it is reflecting. Okay, it is reflecting. But if I want to change, I can change this to this color or other color as well. Okay, like suppose this color, so this is also reflecting. If I change to this color is also reflecting, right? So that's all. Now again, let me copy this format, I'll put this here. So now we have to select other values. So other values would be category. Okay, so we have the category under products table this. Now copy this format, I'll put this here. Okay, so font we need to change as drop down. Okay, so this is also done. Now we have another, so here I'm going to select as state. Okay, and this would be, copy this font format, put this here, and the slicer, okay, it would be options, it should be drop down. Okay, let me put this here. Then we have others like segment. So I'm going to select the segment from here, right? So again, let me copy this, I'll put this here. Okay, let's choose as drop down, done. Okay, so another slice also, and this would be region, not segment, region. This is also done. Now let's do a little bit more formatting here. So what I'm going to do, these values, let me make it a little bit likewise, right? Values are also reflecting, no problem. So this size is, let me check the size of this, more options, size is 92 to 10, 92 to 10. Okay, 92 to 210. Okay, done. This one also 92 to 210. Okay, this one also, done. Here also done, right? Now what we have to do, so slicer part is done. Let me enlarge this little bit. Okay, so this part is done, this part is done. Here I'll put this here, likewise. So we can utilize this space. Okay, so let me drag this to down. Okay, done. So this would be, this time this would not be category, this would be, let me change the values. This would be product name. Okay, done. So we are done with developing the dashboard. Okay, so this is the dashboard which we have developed based on data available. Okay, based on data available. So here if I go ahead, then we have the brand also, we have not used the brands, but here we can put multiple values here. Category, like here you could see this category is there, so if you want to select brand, then also we can select the brand, but again the visual would be something different. It would reflect another manner, right? So for that also, if you want to have another visuals, you can add another visuals as well. Okay, if I click here, we have the grouped one, like clustered column chart. Okay, so this manner, and we can go ahead brand, so this is the way it will be reflecting. Tooltips, so we can put the data into tooltips. Okay, likewise, so if I come here, then tooltips will be reflecting. Okay, tooltips, see this first brand IKEA is reflecting. So likewise, we can put multiple values. Okay, product name also if I want, then we, so that's all. Here also, like we can put the tooltips, so we have tooltips here. So how you want to, like we have selected sales amount, and then we have selected a month. Okay, so if I want to show the product name, we can add the product name as a tooltip. Okay, and again we have added data, so we can go ahead and we can select the brand as well. Okay, brand as well, see this. So if I come, then this data will be reflecting. Okay, similarly, we when we come to this visual, so we have the tooltips. Okay, so again tooltips, like if I want to show the country here. Okay, so I can add it. Okay, if I want to add a state, I can add it. Okay, so if I come here, see this, that data will be reflecting. Okay, see this data is reflecting. Similarly, for this we can also put the data. Okay, so this depends, like how here also we have the map visual, so customer data. So here we have tooltips. Okay, so we can add as we have used state, right, and sales amount, state and sales amount. Okay, geographic state we have added, so we can put this city, this here city. So what will happen that when I come here, city is reflecting, right? So this is how it is working. This is how, that's all about it. Now it's time to check whether visuals are working correctly or not. Okay, visuals are working correctly or not. Okay, so if I go ahead and if I select the data as January, only January and February from month. So see, this data has been segregated, and as per the Jan and Feb month only data is reflecting here. See this January, February, and data is reflecting here also. Based on that only data is reflecting here also. Everywhere you would find the same thing. Okay, now come to let me select all. If I, so here blank is reflecting, so we can do the filtration that blank should not reflect. So see this, only now furniture, office suppliers and technologies are reflecting. So if I select furniture now, if I check for product name, so again if I go ahead with book shelf, I have the state wise I want to, so again blank values is reflecting. So what we can do, let's select this visual, then we have the state. So let's put this here and remove, select all, remove blank. Okay, and that's all. So if I come here, so if I select can develop the dashboard in Power BI by using the data, and you can do the formatting at your end as per the requirement, how you visualize and how you want to represent the data. So that type of visuals, you should be selecting the correct visual when you build the dashboard, and you should be putting the correct logics that what kind of insights you are putting over the visuals, right? So that's all about it. Thank you. So that's all about it, and I'll put data set link in description box, and I would request you please do the hands-on. And here I want to say that if you watch this till here, if you watched till here, you now understand Power BI better than most beginners. Okay, in upcoming videos we will go deeper into DAX and performance tuning and real world projects. Okay, so I would request you please subscribe this channel, and you will be getting the notifications whenever I upload the new videos. That's all about it. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.